Missed open enrollment? Don't panic. Hey everyone, this video has been made available by Diana at Insurance Center Helpline, a licensed health insurance agency in California. So, you know how we stress about health insurance open enrollment every year? That magical time between November and January when you can sign up for medical insurance? Well, what happens if you miss it? Or what if something major happens in your life mid-year and you need to change your coverage? The good news is, you're not stuck. You might still have a chance to get covered through something called a Special Enrollment Period. Basically, life happens, and sometimes you need health insurance outside of open enrollment. In this video, we're going to break down exactly what qualifies you for a Special Enrollment Period, how to apply, and what deadlines you absolutely cannot miss. Because trust me, navigating the world of health insurance can feel like trying to solve a puzzle while riding a unicycle, but we're in this together. DFTBA. Okay, first up, let's talk about losing your existing health insurance. This is one of the most common reasons people qualify for a Special Enrollment Period. Life throws curveballs, right? Maybe you were on your parents' plan and suddenly you're 26. Adulting is a myth, by the way. Or perhaps you were laid off and your job-based coverage went poof. And hey, it happens. Sometimes relationships end, and so does your partner's health insurance. It's like a breakup within a breakup. The point is, if you lose your health insurance, whether it was through your job, a family member, or even if your individual plan got canceled, you are eligible for a Special Enrollment Period. And this isn't some shady loophole, it's literally built into the system to help you out when life takes an unexpected turn. Because let's be real, nobody plans for these things, and being uninsured can be incredibly stressful, not to mention expensive. So, losing your health insurance isn't the only life event that qualifies you for special enrollment. Big changes in your household can also open that window for you. We're talking life-altering events like getting married. Congratulations, by the way. Or maybe you're welcoming a new little human into your world. Sleep is overrated, right? And hey, families grow in all sorts of beautiful ways, so adoption also counts. But life isn't always rainbows and butterflies, and sometimes families change in different ways. Divorce, while difficult, also qualifies you for a Special Enrollment Period. It's important to remember that even though these events can be tough emotionally, you don't have to navigate the complexities of health insurance alone. These qualifying events are designed to make sure you have access to the healthcare you need during times of transition. So, if you find yourself experiencing one of these life changes, take a deep breath and remember that you've got options. Moving is right up there with death and taxes on the list of life certainties, am I right? But did you know that moving can actually qualify you for a Special Enrollment Period for health insurance? Yep, you heard that right. If you've recently moved to a new zip code or county, you're eligible to explore your health insurance options. This is especially important if you've moved to a new state, as plans and providers can vary widely. And hey, if you're an international viewer joining us from another country, welcome. Moving to the U.S. from a foreign country or even a U.S. territory also qualifies you for a Special Enrollment Period. It's like the system acknowledges that moving is stressful enough without having to worry about healthcare coverage on top of everything else. So, whether you're relocating for a fresh start, a new job, or just because you felt like it, make sure you check out your health insurance options. Life's full of surprises, and so is health insurance. We've covered some of the big ones: job loss, family changes, moving, but honestly, the list of qualifying life events for special enrollment goes on and on. It's like life's way of saying, hey, I know you thought you had it all figured out, but surprise. For instance, did you know that gaining U.S. citizenship can make you eligible for a Special Enrollment Period? It's true. Becoming a citizen opens up a whole new world of rights and benefits, including access to affordable health insurance. And speaking of new beginnings, if you or a loved one is leaving incarceration, you also qualify for a Special Enrollment Period. Re-entering society comes with its own set of challenges, and having access to healthcare shouldn't be one of them. Finally, sometimes it's not a major life event, but a change in your income that impacts your health insurance options. If you've experienced a significant change in your income, be sure to check if you qualify for different subsidies or plans. Alright, I know we've been throwing around the term qualifying life events like it's confetti at a parade, but let's get real and break down some specific examples, because sometimes it's easier to relate to real-life situations, right? So, let's say you're a freelancer living the dream, working from your couch in your pajamas. no judgment here. But then, disaster strikes, and your laptop decides to take an early retirement. You're suddenly without work and without health insurance. Guess what? That's a qualifying life event. Or maybe you're a recent college grad who just landed your first big kid job with benefits. Congratulations! But wait, your company's open enrollment period isn't for another 6 months. Don't worry, starting a new job with health insurance is another qualifying event. And hey, life isn't always about work and finances. Let's say you're a newlywed couple who decides to move closer to family. That's awesome. And you guessed it, moving is a qualifying event for special enrollment. The point is, these qualifying events are more common than you might think. Life is full of twists and turns, and sometimes those twists and turns lead you straight to a special enrollment period. Okay, so you've determined that you qualify for a special enrollment period. High five. Now what? Well, the good news is that applying for coverage during special enrollment is actually pretty straightforward. First things first, you'll want to gather all your important documents. This includes things like proof of the qualifying event, a termination letter, marriage certificate, lease agreement, etc. Next, you'll need to head over to the Health Insurance Marketplace website or your state's exchange. Don't worry, I'll put all the relevant links in the description below. Once you're on the website, you'll be guided through a series of questions to determine your eligibility for special enrollment and the plans available to you. It's like a choose-your-own-adventure, but instead of fighting dragons, you're choosing health insurance. And hey, if you get stuck or have questions along the way, don't hesitate to reach out for help. The marketplace has trained professionals who can walk you through the process and answer any questions you might have. You don't have to navigate this alone. Alright, this is important, so listen up. Once you experience a qualifying life event, you have a limited time to enroll in coverage. 60 days to be exact. That's it. Think of it like a countdown clock in a movie, except instead of defusing a bomb, you're securing health insurance. And trust me, the consequences of missing this deadline can be just as explosive. If you miss that 60-day window, you'll likely have to wait until the next open enrollment period to apply for coverage. And, depending on when your qualifying event occurred, that could be a long time to go without health insurance. So, I know life gets busy, but please, don't procrastinate on this. Mark the deadline on your calendar, set reminders on your phone, do whatever you need to do to make sure you don't miss it. Your health and your wallet will thank you later. And that's a wrap! We've covered a lot of ground today, from understanding qualifying life events to navigating the application process. Remember, life is full of surprises, but you don't have to face them unprepared. If you experience a qualifying event, don't wait. Act quickly to explore your health insurance options and make sure you're covered. And hey, if you're ever in doubt, check with your state's marketplace or healthcare.gov for the most up-to-date information. Thanks for joining me on this crash course in special enrollment periods. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos on navigating the wonderful and often confusing world of adulting. Until next time, DFTBA.